We here, we here. Back again with UNK50 NT, UNK50 News. Let's get it. Yeah. Like, subscribe, and comment. I like the views, but we gotta get this subscribe. Just hit that red button and go ahead and subscribe. You getting real facts, real news. You know what I mean? Yeah. If your mind is a blessing to see. Like, subscribe, and comment. UNK50 News, UNK50 NT. Let's get it. Every villain has a theme song, like I told you. Got down, it must be two sides. Yeah, we about to start this thing up and get into it. We got a long episode with all the news tonight. So we're going to dig right into it in a minute. I just got to finish hearing, you know what I mean, the Atlanta great shot it low. You know what I mean, Mr. Dun Dun. You know what I mean? Let's see what they talking about. LA, them bitches, we done fucked them all. That's enough, y'all. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Now, we're going to go into the world news. We're just going to jump right into it. We're going to go into one of the top things that's out here. Now, we're going to talk about the missing boys out there in California. I'm going to break down all the details to you on the case a little bit, see where we at with it. It's kind of, I don't like to judge nobody, but it's just kind of strange on this case here. So we're just going to start from the basics here about the case. We have two boys out here in California City, two adopted boys at that. They were in the house with both parents at the time. The boys' names are Oren and Oren West, 3 and 4 years old. The father claimed that, around 5 p.m., the boys was playing in the house. He went outside to go chop some wood. The mother's in the house wrapping up gifts. He said he goes in the house. He sees the boys playing. He goes back out and comes back in. They're gone. Now, what's so strange about it is the boys are 3 or 4 years old. So they just vanish in thin air. I mean, that's just kind of strange to me. And I did a little research and I Google mapped that, where they're staying. It's pretty much like a desert area where they're at in California. So it's like no trees, it's all flat land around their house. So, I mean, they stated that the boys were playing around 5 p.m. The father walked to the back gate and the wife was wrapping gifts. Now, this is where the story gets just a little bit shaky to me. The husband stated when he came into the house again that he seen them there, and he went out the house, came back, and they were gone, vanished in thin air. Again, these boys are 3 and 4 years old. I mean, the only way they're not gonna scream or say anything unless it's somebody they know, possibly, they lure them outside the gate, or, it's two boys, so they're not just going to go easy unless it's somebody that, they're familiar with or somebody that they know. Now, the biological mom, I guess she still sees the boys too, and, and she's real connected with the adopted family or whatever. But she's kind of upset. She believes it's like foul play. I mean, she's kind of upset with them, and I mean, I just can't believe somebody literally came in to the house while both parents are there and took them boys. I mean, it's just, I mean, that's almost amazing to me now. I understand kids get snatched up all the time, but it's just kind of strange. So the parents, they do have, but they have two other kids that's there, but they have two other adopted kids. But just so happened that day, all the kids, they were gone. All the kids, they weren't there at the time when the two youths, 3 and 4, Oren and Orland, got abducted. So I mean, that could be some. I don't know. I'm gonna get more info on this. I just don't see how they disappeared just in thin air at 3 and 4 years old, up under your nose, without them, giving any kind of resistance to somebody, unless it's somebody that they knew that they could whisper two young 3 and 4 year old boys from their house in the desert, pretty much, and they vanished in a blink of an eye. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, the parents they do have a $30,000 reward out for whoever has information about it. If they do, if you do, hey, call California Center PD or anything like that. If you heard any other thing, I mean, it's a sad situation. We got two young boys that are gone. Hey, I ain't gonna blame anybody on that, but it just don't seem right. If it don't seem right, it ain't right. Because that just doesn't make any sense. And like I said, the birth mother said blame the adopted parents on that. So hey, we're gonna keep it moving, but I'm gonna stay on top of that though, because that's a big case there. So as stuff develop on that, on those missing boys, I will keep you updated here on 50 News and 50 ANT. Okay. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it moving on here in the world news. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next thing, and you already know what it is, man. On this next one here, man, we're gonna move on to the Capitol Hill police, man. Now, this is just this kind of made me sick, though. You know what I mean? You got 10 to 15 Capitol police that's suspended. You got 2 that's arrested. You have some that's cited for taking pictures, selfies with the rioters, guiding them around the Capitol Hill while they tearing that thing up. One wearing a Mecca hat while this going on, but in the meantime, you got one of their own comrades who they work with, and then got squashed to death out there outside on the front line of thing while they doing all this. Now that don't make any sense at all. Any sense. And they should be punished to the fullest. I mean, the head person of the Capitol Police, he just stepped down because it was so, he was so, hurt about it. He just resigned. I mean, they're probably gonna get him anyway but he said he was screaming for help, calling, making calls while all was going on, and nobody came for him to help out his crew. So we know we got one officer down, they got squished to death now. And then you got other officers in here taking selfies, walking people around the Capitol, just walking them around, showing them where everything at. Got Trump hats on and stuff. I mean, that's just, to be American. I mean, that was a sad day on Capitol Hill. We talk about other countries and stuff like that, but that was a bad look on us, though. I mean, we look real bad that day, and we know who's sitting them down there. Now he wants to, try to duck it. I mean, history got put on him today. Second Amendment. Now you want to talk about try to, backpedal. You can't backpedal out of this. You're sitting them down there, go down Pennsylvania Avenue and bum rush it. They're going to get them, though, so you got it, because, it's bigger than that. That's why the FBI on it now. It's way bigger than that, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, 'cause whatever they get, whatever the officers get, they deserve it. You left your comrade out there, you're around there. Where they do that at? You know what I mean? Just straight up, I just don't get that one. You know what I mean? That man got squashed to death, man. Squashed to death, man. Man, rest in peace, Officer Brian D. Sicknick. That's his name. Shouts out to his family. That's just a sad case. You go to work one day, then you don't even come back home. And and then we got this man who ain't even put a half flag down for the man. Nothing. Another one of the officers went home for the weekend, and they undisclosed reason why he died, but they acting like it's suicide. A lot of people are getting affected, what I'm saying, by that day, especially working on that force, because it wasn't right. There was ambush, then nobody gave them no help. And just like Donna said, and when the Black Lives Matter did their protest, you already had the National Guard already waiting up there, and nobody even tried to breach the stairs. And the police being aggressive. So that's here and there, and they gonna pay their dues. The Republican Party. I never seen it this bad ever for the Republican Party. Hell, I like Ronald. I actually like Ronald Reagan. You know what I mean? Hell, he was a good president to me. I like Ronald Reagan. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. It's just about what you stand for and what you're doing. I mean, it's just really ridiculous what happened the other day on Capitol Hill on that world knows tip. I mean, that's just crazy. The impeachment, he deserved it. Now he's trying to backpedal out of it. Pence wasn't gonna do nothing, because I mean, I don't know why he went that after the man has sit the people down there on you, and then just left you out there. Pretty much people walking around with zip ties. Everybody looking for people to snatch up and do whatever. You know what I mean? And that was just a crazy day, in American history. Everybody's gonna see that. And again, I ain't a hater, but man, if you're a Republican, it's a sad day for you unless you're a racist or something. That's the only thing. That could be, who's probably proud of the racist, Republican. But the more liberal Republicans about that money stuff, you got to feel like, y'all got a long way to go. If y'all think y'all gonna win anything, and even trying to stand up for this matter, you need to be slapped in your damn mouth, Rick. I understand you with your party, but hey, right is right, is wrong is wrong. And on UNK50 News and UNK50 TV, we're gonna keep it real here, and we're gonna stick to the facts always. You heard? So, on another note, on this world news too, also know everybody be careful on that day of inauguration, okay? Because listen now, facts. Anytime the FBI put out a bulletin and telling you what's going on, it's a major things gonna be happening, because the intelligence is very high when you start dealing with the FBI. Okay, so FBI put out a bulletin regarding the inauguration day. First and foremost is already major threats on the Vice President Kamala Harris and the President to be Joe Biden. Serious threats. They're checking all flights, everything on the top, all the top racist groups we have in the United States, making sure they can't get on planes. They're checking everything, because what they're saying is that in all 51 states, they're going to be our armed protests at all capitals in each state. So, when the FBI gets information like that or intel like that, pretty much something along the line is going to be like that. and it's gonna be like that, because you do have radical groups that's still out there who Trump just feeds to. That's what he does, to rip them up and then go hide in the White House and act like he ain't did nothing. But hey, that again here or there. But that's a real note on the FBI tip though, because the FBI said it's gonna be serious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In each state though, just not in DC, but it's gonna be serious on every city, every state. So you just be careful, how you moving. Like I said, if you got firearm and if you got a license to carry and stuff like that, man, stay strapped though. But if you're not, you're a felon and stuff. I told you, you got to move, tread lightly, cause you will go up that road. You know what I mean? If you don't got the right credentials to be rocking like that. So I'm not promoting that. But if you do have your credentials and you do have that toolie, man, and you walking around that day, but you better stay scrapped, boy. Because don't let nobody try you and stand your ground, man. Stand your ground. So I'm doing like Florida law, stand your ground on that note. You know what I mean? So, that's on the world news. We're gonna do it like that because even on Pelosi, they got death threats on her, all for that day. You know what I mean? They want it. You know what I mean? They got to bring in a lot of force because the man said he ain't lose. He tricking these people into believing that that's real dictator stuff. You know what I mean? That's dictatorship. That's just like Hitler do. Anytime you get people to believe something that you're saying that ain't true, and you got a mass of people believing it just because they want to, even though they know it ain't true, man, you got mind control over people. And that's pretty much what they're doing then. But the only thing about him, he's a weak dictator though, because he don't stand on what he say. He sent people out there, got them 5 deaths for the day, everything, and he still want to act like he ain't do nothing. That ain't right. You know what I mean? That ain't right. But you know what I'm saying? We'll get it worked out. The feds on it. They're gonna have 20,000 officers in the town that day. From the military. They're gonna have Secret Service there, But it's just in these other states and other cities, if you watch UNK50 News, stay on your grind, stay strapped, stay focused. Don't let, none of that stuff fool you, or just stay in the house, man. That's what they want you to do anyway, with the big C word anyway. It's all an agenda to me. But that's another thing too. I hit y'all down that foxhole on another script though. We just gonna stick to the script like we did last time, and keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving on UNK50 News. We're gonna do that. ENT, we're gonna do that shit always. You know what I mean? Mod up. Man, free my man, free my boy Meech, man. Free ill. What up, man? Got now big cuz, man. We do this shit. Mob up, man. Real mob, man. And real facts. Cause we do this. Alright, so that's it for the world news now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the entertainment news, all right? So we got the late actor, Mr. Chad Boseman, the man, Black Panther, man, rest in peace, man, who, he fought cancer for a lot of years. He did a lot of big movies and stuff like that. Rest in peace. And he played Jackie Robinson, matter of fact, 42, man, one of my favorite movies, because I was a baseball star myself, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to go there about that. Not about me. But yeah, he played in a lot of good movies, and Black Panther probably was the best, the number one stellar movie for him, so. But we didn't know he passed. He was battling cancer. A long time people didn't even know it. Till pretty much he went to his demise, and that's a sad thing. So he was honored here just recently at the 2020 Gotham Awards. And, there was a moment of silence held for him. His wife went up there to accept his award for him. Because he was in films like 42, like I said. Marshall, Black Panther, and The Five Bloods. Okay, so that's just good looking. He was a good look for the black culture. That Black Panther was one of the best Avengers movies I have seen out there. And, you know, hey, rest in peace. I know he looking down to everybody. And, you know, God bless his family, you know, most definitely. But he was honored there. And that's good. You know, his wife, you know, I know she's still probably going through it and whatever, but I'm glad he was honored. And I'm glad he did get that award, though. Okay. So we're going to move right on in that entertainment news here. We got my boy, man, Bill Belichick, man, from the New England Patriots. Finally, you know, I know Bill Belichick, he's a big Republican. And he was a big, you know, promoter for Donald Trump. Okay. But he did reject Donald Trump. Donald Trump was trying to give him the Medal of Freedom, what you call it. Belichick, again, was a big Trump supporter. He said he didn't even, you know, at the last week events, he don't even want the award from him. He don't even want it, you know. He said he didn't want it, you know. I mean, at the time, he said he just wanted to tell Donald Trump to move forward with the award, you know. He said, quote, unquote, from Bill Belichick. He said, subsequently, the tragic events that happened last week occurred, and the decision has been made not to move forward with the award. He stated above, I'm an American citizen, for one, with great reference for our nation, values, freedom, and democracy. I know I also represent my family and the New England Patriots team. And that's good, though. You know, you know, for Bill Belichick to say that, you know, Kraft cheese. Yeah, I mean, that's who owned New England. Yeah, I mean, so all them Republicans anyway. Yeah, I mean, I seen them with pictures with, you know, with oh boy. So that was a good stand, Bill Belichick. You know that's good. That's just doing the right thing, and that's what I mean. Right is right, and wrong is wrong. You know, right? That's not choosing a side just because I'm a Republican or a Democrat. That's just saying, hey, the man was wrong. I don't want nothing from you because you know you're morally not right. And you know, me and Bill Belichick, that's good. He stood up, and hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? He a patriot, so act like it, Bill, and you did. Man, moving on back to like what I discussed on the first episode. Okay, we got Soho Karen again. She just, but she just reeling herself up for a, a long time in jail. So that's what it seems like to me here. Okay, Maya Picento, man, Soho Karen. She just don't stop. So before the incident with the 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. at the, you know, at our Arlo Hotel, that's where that happened when she did that. She was in in New York. I don't know what she was on. I don't know what. She allegedly trespassed at a New York apartment where she allegedly brought havoc at apartment. TMZ got the pictures, so go check out TMZ on this one. Shots out of TMZ. They got pictures of the damage. Sources say Placento, she entered the building by using a fire extinguisher the same day now. Now, this is before the other stuff. She found and destroyed the doorknob and smashed her way into the tenant apartment. The tenant approached her, and she allegedly claimed she rented rented the apartment through an Airbnb. You know, and she had no keys. And then, I mean, sources say, even, you know, TMZ say, you know, that building doesn't even allow Airbnb. So why are you there, first of all, with a fire extinguisher, trying to get through the door, and you just going ham to get it? in an apartment that you never even rented. So I ain't understand it. I ain't understand that. Once she got in, she allegedly stayed for several hours, did damage. Curtains left mail all on the floor, dirtied it up, they said. The bathroom, everything. Then went to the hallways, did the same thing. Police was called. Yeah, the police got there. They said they couldn't even get access because the door was so badly damaged it wouldn't open. So old Karen was long gone, and a complaint was filed. Man, my thing is this, man. How was she on the tail like that? I'm gonna go back to the Joe Biden thing. If a black person went into a building like that and caused havoc like that and fled the scene, then you doing something else. Then you go and cause havoc somewhere else, and still and get and able to go back home without even getting locked up or questioned about anything. I don't get it, but okay. That was the least of her worries, though. Even after that, because she was flown back to North Carolina to face those charges for that boy. And like I was telling everybody, she was facing felony charges for messing with that boy that day. Right after that incident, I don't know what she was doing, whatever, on some. And it seemed like she's smoking yams to me. You know what I mean? She on something. Because some ain't adding up with her, or some ain't registering in that elevator. You know what I mean? Stopping someone, it ain't processing. But yeah, she had to face them charges though. And they had to fly back out there for doing that young man like that, accusing him of stealing her phone. So, the daddy, like I told you, he's a famous trumpet. So he ran the charges up on him. They got it for attempted assault, attempted robbery, grand larceny, and endangering the welfare of a child is under 14. Now, of a teenager. So, no more felony charges. She done ran herself up on that. If she get out of this one, she bad. She's the real Soho. But it's gonna be rough on her. I don't see how she's gonna pull that out. Then on top of that, for Soho Care, California, she has outstanding DUI case in Ventura County, stemming from October. Her second DUI bust in 4 months. She also due a court at the end of January following her arrest for being drunk in the public Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills with her mom, even though mom got locked up with her. So, you can go check them DUI arrests out on TMZ also, if you think I'm lying. The girl is out of control, but she's on every platform talking about she ain't prejudice, she not this, and what, huh? You're out of control. I seen it take, she's just out of control. Out of control individual, seeing like she need to get some help. Somebody need to sit her down, just talk to her, you know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know, but she just keep running herself up. My hell, seems like she traveling. She in Beverly Hills traveling, and she doing something. I don't know, but she everywhere and just breaking the law. Break the law. Triple C mopping, man. Break the law, man. She doing it and getting away with it. Yeah, I guess till she go to court or whatever. You know what I mean? So y'all notice I kept them, you know what I mean, down tonight, man. I'm just every time it's gonna get better. Every time we're gonna do it better. Again, just hit that red button, subscribe. I see the views, but subscribe. All right. That's what it's all about. Hey, just get it all the time. Don't hurt nothing. To subscribe, it's for free. Like, subscribe, and comment. Do that for UNK50. You know what I mean? I got a lot of treats in store for y'all coming down the line, so you're gonna want to do it anyway. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go on to my next segment here, what I call Rap Trap Talk, man. You know what I mean? So that's where we're gonna, start this segment off with clout chasing Selena Powell, man. She just don't stop. It's the same girl who tried to put the baby on Offset and, tried and admitted that she tried to extort him out of the money. Same one who tried to, talk about Snoop, talking about, this and that. And the reason why hell Snoop wife damn near left him because of her actions or whatever. Whoop the whoop, you know what I mean? Allegedly. I'm gonna leave that alone. But she back at it again, man, messing with old Drake, man, trying to put up the thread with the old man, with old Drake, man. And he just told her straight up, though, hey, man, he ain't on it. Get out my DM with all that. I never gave you my number, man. He put up a whole bunch of OGs on her. I mean, she clout chased so hard. It need to be a crime, man, for that clout chasing. You know what I mean? Then she admitted that she was trying to extort, Offset with that shit. You know what I mean? That's just sad. But I wouldn't even, if I was a dude, on that level or whatever, even in that frame, man, she would never get no play in this ride, not even a DM, not even an answer. And she ain't even bad like that. So if they did, ugh, nah, that ain't it, man. We need top-notch quality, boys. So y'all millionaires, man, y'all need to get it, man. Stop messing with these scrubs, man, messing up your life, man. For real, man. Hey, Miss Powell, stop clout chasing, shawty. You know what I mean? That ain't worth it, man. That shit funny, man. That shit funny, man. But we're moving on, man. We got my man Kodak Black, man. Oh, man. He in he doing a little time, for the little weapons charges, whatever. But now he admitting, he in it get to, I've been there too. And, if you're not stable, if you're not a stable type of person, when you're sitting in them four walls, it get rough on you. So now he stay, he going through mental depression, why he in there. But you got to think about that, man. Again, when you're doing the crime, you got to think about your repercussions. And then you want to go in and tell me you didn't have mental issues when you was out here acting like you got nothing but the law or doing whatever you want to do. So, but I feel but mental health is a serious thing. It has nothing to play with. That is a real illness. And people, who do suffer from that do need to go get the proper help and, get yourself checked out about that because it's a serious thing and it could weigh on you, I mean, it weighs on a lot of people, he quoted unquote, he said, Lord, restore my heart. We all know Kodak, he's serving these 46 months in prison system following the federal records and recent tweets just saying, he's struggling with mental health. Bottom line, Kodak though, he was pressing though, you know what I mean? And, he had, a boy was lobbying for him, Lil Yachty, because, Donald Trump was talking about, giving them, saying, go ahead and give him that pardon. But it don't look like Donald Trump is gonna make it. You're gonna try to pardon him and Lil Wayne, but it's not. It ain't looking good, I mean, they're trying to, the peach is done, and it don't look like he gonna make it to the last day to even sign no papers for the impeachment. It don't look like it, Cause Lil Yachty been lobbying for him. That, sources say, Lil Yachty, reached out to the president, begging him, to give Kodak, you know what I'm saying, give him that pardon. But again, it ain't looking good, for him now since Trump down and out. It look like he gonna be up out that office, man, before next week because they want him out of that bad, I mean, Kodak also quoted, "We need to have peace." He continued, "We need to have law and order." He also added, I love at Lil Yachty. Like Lil Yachty been lobbying for, of course he love him. Yeah, he's trying to get you out of jail. But yeah, you know what I mean? You got all my respect. You're a real one for sure. You know what I mean? And that, you know what I mean, that's love, you know what I mean? I just want to say, man, hey, Kodak, keep your head up, man. Hey, maybe you get that part of hope so, man. Don't never want to see a black man behind no walls and nobody, period. White, black, green, blue, whoever. Don't nobody need to be behind the wall, but at the same time, it repercussions to everything you do, you know what I mean? So that's just the way it goes. But keep your head up, brother. You know, if you have a mental problem, man, hey, man, talk to somebody in now, or they need to get you the help. Tell them you need to talk to a psychiatrist or something while you're in now, because you have those rights. All right. So we got some good breaking news, man. Straight out the A, man. My boy, man, YFN Lucci. Oh man, I tell these boy, man, when you got money, man, you don't got to do all this, man. You don't have to do. Don't have to. CNN stated, man, YFN and Lucci is facing multiple charges, including murder in connection with a fatal shooting last month. So that means somebody snitching on you now, and they done rounded up all y'all, boy. Now they're gonna put your name in it because you the star, and you probably just were done, or maybe not. Don't know, allegedly, whatever. But they got you, brother. You know what I mean? That ain't cool, man. On 12/10, the police responded to calls at 5:20 that day with the man lying in the street with gunshot wound to the face. The victim name is James Allen, and which was taken to the hospital where he's pronounced dead. You know, short time after that, a second victim, Kevin Wright, 32 years of age, arrived at an area fire station in a private car with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Man, I don't know when y'all. My thing is, man, y'all boys on the platform where you got the money. I understand it's the thing, you know, but you really out here living it, man. You gonna sit down, boy. You ain't gonna have nothing. You gonna be sitting down, looking crazy over, you know what I mean, over what home when you rapping and doing shows. Yeah, you might have been a gangster. Yeah, you might still run with the gangsters, but at some point, man, you got to separate yourself when you got kids, family, and people probably just depending on you, like your mother or something like that, man. You know, I hope it work out for you, though, man. Homicide stated the incidents are connected. There are two other suspects, but you know who the light is shining on. It's shining on, you know, Rashawn Bennett, YFN Lucci. It's shining on you, brother. You ain't turned yourself in yet, I see either, though. So you might as well just go ahead and suck it up, man. Try to get you that bond, man, so you can enjoy your time out, man. Work on your K and get stuff, you know, worked out, man. Because, you know, they already got the warrant on you, so you're going to have to answer. No, all right. I mean, the charges of aggravated participation in street gang activity, possession of a firearm during a felony murder. Boy, you gonna goddamn need Johnny Cochran, boy. You gonna probably have to dig him back out the goddamn grave, boy, and try to get out there. Or somebody just gonna have to goddamn, you know, help you out, man, and step up and own it and get some of this stuff dropped off for you, man. But you gotta move better though, homie. You know what I mean? Lesson learned. Yeah, man, keep your head up, man. Yeah, just get to your money, man. Keep your head up, man. Hope it work out for you. Get the proper legal team. Stay down, man. Hope it work out for you, YFN Lucci, man. That you know that ain't a good look for nobody, man. Some serious charges there, man. All right. Hope it work out for you, man. So moving on, man, to another one of my good good segments here, man, where I call ATL Chronicles, man. Courtesy of my boy ATL Scoops. Again, you go check that out on Instagram. You know, all this info, but you can see the footage, the actual videos on what I'm saying to you here that's happening here in the A, you know what I mean? Black Hollywood, home of the brave. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna say it a few times tonight. But we need my subscribers. I need for you to hit that red button. All right. The new thing in Atlanta I see now, and ATL Scoop did have this on his video, is these kids drag racing. I mean, they are shutting down the interstates. 200 cars, they're doing donuts, man. Fast and Furious, man. Part 20, goddamn. On the streets, man. Just like this past weekend at 1:45 a.m. on Northside Drive and Northside Parkway, about 15 minutes. And it don't be long. It's just for 15 minutes, but you got 200 people right there shutting down the road, and they just doing donuts and, just spinning the car just in a circle in the middle of the road. I mean, I just say, once you just get them, somebody just invest in a racetrack for them or something like that, the legislators or something like that. A real special friend of mine told me that's what they need to do. And that is, the best thing they need to do. Only one person got locked up, regarding that incident there. But it just doesn't make sense though, because, at the same time, people can get hurt in those things. They be standing right there. I done seen plenty of times, just on bloopers, man, when the person that lost handle of the car, but it swiped out about 5 people on the side over there. So, you do got to be careful with that. But at the same time, our legislators need to find the area of just build a track for them, man, for them to do all that, man, to keep everything down. You make some money out there too, sell some beer, food, everything. So everybody is going to benefit everybody on that note. You know what I'm saying? So just do that, for the youth who out there. That's how you cut down the trouble. We don't want to create trouble. We want to try to fix the problems, okay? You know what I mean? Just build a track for them at the end of the day, Oh, man. Go on to the next thing in my hometown of the A. You know what I mean? That Far Road. Matter of fact, I was out that night when this happened here. So, cause my partner lived down that way, and I was out, man, walking the streets myself. You know what I mean? A little bit, had to walk to the store, but I seen all the commotion up there at the Blue Hookah Lounge. It was a shooting. 2 men got shot and 1 lady. But my thing is this: again, the boys who do it, it's the eye in the sky, man. So, I mean, one dude just at his car like, like he ain't got a word in the world. And these folk got you recorded, man. You got your license plate. You got everybody with you. I mean, boy, what you on, man? People don't even move right no more, man. It's like, you just do stuff, man, like, oh, man, just take me to jail. I want to go. I mean, because that's what because they got you. Check it out, ATL schools, they got them. I mean, all, you got your face, everything. All of y'all. Don't make no sense. And hopefully you out of town, man, make a run for it. And hopefully, what I'm saying, they just don't, put 2 and 2 together. That'd be your best bet at 9. Watch UNK50 show, man. I'm telling you, run while you're ahead. Because, boy, they on your ass, boy. They on you. They on you. They had you in the big sky, man. They always there, man. So go check out that ATL Scoop, man. He had ATL Scoop on Instagram. He has all that latest updated stuff in Atlanta news. People breaking in and stuff, man, on site, man. Shit's hilarious, man. But yeah, that's that for that segment there. Now we're moving on, man, with the UNK50 news, man. We're gonna head into the sports section. Now I'm getting excited because this is my favorite section here, man. We all set for this weekend playoff, and we got some hell of a matchups here. And I'm gonna give you my intake on it, on each game, and who I think gonna pull it out. It's just my opinion, and how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So at first we got lined up. We got the Rams against Green Bay. The Rams gave a little push last weekend up there in Seattle. Wasn't no 12th man up there, but they going to Lambeau Field. I don't care if it is not a crowd up there. That's one of my favorite teams because Brett Favre is the best quarterback ever to play the game. You know what I mean? Lambeau Lee, Antonio Shots. I hashtag Antonio Freeman too, man. Yeah, you my favorite too, man. Used to look up to you. Here, though. But yeah, Green Bay gonna pull this game out. And I think it's gonna be kind of close, but I think old Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day gonna pull that game out. All right. I'm gonna go into my next game, Baltimore and Buffalo. Baltimore's going to Buffalo. Buffalo, man, is playing some good football right now. Which Baltimore is too now. Cause oh boy, like the baby Vic out there. Like I told you, but he's like the roller coaster out there. Jackson, he like a roller coaster out there. So it's gonna be a nail biter. But I just think Buffalo got a little more talent. You know, that quarterback, I told you, he rough. And I think Buffalo, this Buffalo, yeah. I just want him to get advanced. I just don't want him to do the Jim Kelly, Andre Reed, none of that. McGinnis, McGinnis left me with, and won with New England though. But he rode, a lot of them just rode away for a long time. I wish the best for Buffalo. Hope they, go ahead and pull this one out this week and get everything going. So we're gonna go ahead and move on here to the Cleveland Kansas City game. Uh, Everybody picking Kansas City for that game, but I'm going with the upset. I'm going with Baker Mayfield. I'm going with Nick Chubb for that week. The Rose Bowl. Hey, remember when Georgia played Mayfield in the Rose Bowl that year? I'm just going with that. Going with the upset, man. That's my upset for the week. That game, Kansas City, Cleveland. I think it's gonna be a close one. Cleveland's going to, Cleveland put up 40 points last week, so don't get it twisted like they can't score no points. And we got to beat Pittsburgh too at that. So yeah, y'all remember I said that. You know what I mean? UNK50 said Cleveland is gonna beat Kansas City for the upset. All right, so last but not least, we got the old vet man Tom Brady at the age of 43, the same year I was, same age as me. So I'm looking at it like this. New Orleans already beat them twice this year. Tom Brady's never been beat 3 times by one team in one season. And it's not going to happen this year either. I got Tampa Bay over New Orleans this weekend. Hands down, they're not going to beat Tom Brady 3 times in a row. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. Go give you a little bit about this NBA basketball. We had breaking news tonight. Everybody's seen that the Brooklyn Nets, they have stacked the deck and got James Harden with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on one team now on the East. So pretty much hands down, they're going to come out the East. That's what it looked like. I mean, them three on the same team. Remember Harden used to play with Durant back in Oklahoma City where they went to the championship then. There's my team. Then it just Westbrook was there. I think Westbrook messed that up for that year. Westbrook had messed up that chemistry, in my opinion. So they got Kyrie Irving. He's a little more of a ball handler. They might be able to do a little damage if they, as long as they can put it all together. Because they look good on paper, but hey, what does that mean? That don't mean nothing. You got to, it's results. You got to make it happen. Early season, we got a long way to go. The season don't end till about May. So we got April when the playoffs start, by April 18th. So we got a long season to go on that. But we do have the leaders on the Eastern Conference. We have the 76ers. No, not the Sixers. It was a change this week. In 2 days, like I said, that basketball changes is going to change. Every other day, 2 or 3 days. It's going to change. But we got the Celtics up top now on the East. And on the West, we got the Lakers. But all this is a game and a half a game apart. So we just going to keep everything posted as far as that. We're going to go into the NCAA basketball. Again, another long season. Stuff changes every day because there are games every other day with this basketball. So the standards change so quickly with it. But we're going to just run with the top 4 at this time. We got Gonzaga at number 1. We got Baylor at number 2. We got Michigan at number 3. And Villanova at number 4. All right, so that's your top 4 here in your college basketball. Watch the games, and again, March Madness, we got about a month and a half left, to get ready for that, to go into March Madness, so everybody start get brackets together and get ready for the Warren Buffett. You know, whoever get all the games right, you get $1 billion if you get every game right with Warren Buffett. If you get every game right in the tournament, Warren Buffett said he'd give you $1 billion. Ain't nobody can. Well, the one little young boy almost had one loss. Almost did. But that's hard to do, you know, because it's going to be a lot of upsets. Okay? So we about to go ahead and really wrap this up. We're just going to talk about the lovely weather in Atlanta tomorrow morning. We got your high at 55 tomorrow. And when you wake up in the morning, we're going to have your low at 40. So, you know, put your toboggan on, button up, you know what I mean? Whatever you do, warm your car up 10 minutes before, you know, you pull off on that thing. Hey, and I get back at you either tomorrow or the next day. You know, we got to get this news back together, get these facts for you. All right. Like, subscribe, and comment. You already know it. You with UNK50 News. Also with UNK50 Entertainment. Check out In the Cut Podcast. We got stuff coming to you. Also check out my homeboy Black Truth. You know, he has a page too. We're just doing it. And like I said, you know what I mean? Every villain, you know what I mean, has an outro and an intro song, you know what I mean? And mine's for the day is done. We done it all, you know what I mean? Thank you for checking me out tonight. Like, subscribe, comment, get at me. Again, hit that red button on the side right there. It ain't nothing to do that, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and get it done, you know what I mean? Let's keep moving forward, and I'm gonna keep you with the hottest, latest facts, man. No cap, no foxhole, no rumors. We're gonna do it like that. Thank you for checking me out. UNK50 News, UNK50 NT, Double R. We out of here, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. How I said. I do that. Oh no.